So it's very rare that I say this, but after the ARK news that I covered, I came to realize I actually did not think the whole thing through. And this has to relate with the controversy with Cosmo. And Sovira being offended, not given any credit. Like, I understand that. But after reading some comments, I came to realize that technically speaking, Sovira was only offended by this. This isn't necessarily plagiarism because I looked further into it and I listened to some people's comments, and the Cosmo spider was never taken from a trademark because Sovira never trademarked the Maevia Eureka. Now, if Sovira had trademarked it, then absolutely, you know, they wildcard would have, that would be considered stealing, but they never trademarked it, and I tend to forget that in today's society, you have to put, you can't just say something's yours, you actually have to carve it into stone and put a stamp on it. You literally have to brand it to say that's yours. You can't just saying that's yours isn't enough anymore. And ultimately, my verdict, if you will, has changed. I do feel for Sovira. I do know that they were offended. But as I said, they weren't technically wronged because it wasn't stolen from them because they never trademarked it. So, and yeah, so ultimately, Wildcard actually is in the clear this time. I suspected that they were up to no good or something with this, and they actually are in the clear, believe. I know it's hard to say this for once, so I know I'm gonna get a lot of flack just for saying that right there, but for the people who are always critical of Wildcard, they're actually in the clear on this one. It may not seem like it, but if you take an objective view of this, if you don't get clouded, which was my fault, I will fully own up to that when I made that ARK News video. My judgment, I did let Sovira's post in the community crunch cloud my judgment. So this is sort of not only an update video, but also a apology video in a way. I was hoping I would never have to make one of these, but we all make mistakes. We all, you know, we all make mistakes. It's human. And so, yeah, I'm just saying that although Sovira was offended and I do feel sorry for them, I don't think that Wildcard incorporating a creature that's similar to the Maeva is necessarily wrong. And here's the thing, they're incorporating it into Bob's Tall Tales, the DLC, not the base game. If they were incorporated into the base game, maybe I'd feel a little bit more for Sovira, but the fact that not everyone is buying Bob's Tall Tales, I think ultimately is what's pushing me to say, yeah, this was just sort of basically nothing more than some clouded judgment. So, yeah, I just gonna flat out put out there, put on the record. Because there was no copyright infringement, there is no legal basis, only a philosophical basis. There is no, but yeah, like I said, there is no legal basis, just philosophical and emotional. So, Sovira, I'm sorry this happened to you, but looking back on it, this is not plagiarism. I am sorry that you were offended by Wildcard, but it's not plagiarism now that I've reevaluated it because it was not trademarked. You know, if Sovira had trademarked it, then this absolutely would be plagiarism and this absolutely would be much more serious. But the fact that it was never trademarked, you know, I understand you're upset, but this has no plagiarism basis. Now that I reevaluate it, I originally thought it did. I originally thought it was stolen, but no, it's not. Now it's trademark because there's no trademark. There would be no legal basis to say this was stolen, this was plagiarized. There would be no basis. There is no evidence because I don't see a trademark. I just see someone taking someone's idea, which ethically, yes, it's wrong, but at the same time, you know, technically speaking, is it, a legal issue? No, it's not because it's not been trademarked. It's just an ethically wrong decision. So ultimately, I do feel for Sovira. I would be offended too, but it was just an unethical decision at the end. It was just a hurtful decision. And so, yeah, I am redacting all of the comments I made on my ARK News video. I have unlisted that video because of my inaccurate comments. I don't want those inaccurate comments to be out there anymore. Thank you to everyone who commented on that video for enlightening me about this. I do appreciate that. You took the time to enlighten me on this respectfully. I also appreciate that you did so respectfully. You were not calling me, something. You weren't calling me names or anything. You were respectfully highlighting some details that I overlooked. And yeah, so ultimately, it's a very rare thing that I change my mind. I'm open to listening to people, but if I have a verdict on some sort of video game controversy or something, I usually stick by that verdict and say I'm open to comments. But you guys have actually changed my mind on this one, so I am going. So Vera was offended, but in a legal matter or whatever, nothing wrong was done. Just someone's feelings got hurt. That is basically what this is. That is basically what this is. Doesn't need to blow up into drama. I don't try to blow stuff up into drama or views. Whenever I make videos on wildcard drama, I do that to expose people who need to be exposed for doing wrong things. But this was just, and I hurt someone's feelings. This isn't, money being spent on stuff that's not ARK. We, like, oh, we give you all this money and you're not spending it on ARK? Like, it's not one of those videos. So, or not one of those instances. This is just someone who got their feelings hurt. And yeah, so like I said, I apologize for turning it into a big deal. That was not my intention. This is my apology video / update video on the jumping spider that's going to come to the Bob's Tall Tales DLC when Aberration releases in September. And yeah, with that being said, in the original video, I said I wasn't going to tame a Cosmo, and I've changed my mind. I think I actually will tame a Cosmo now. Now that I have seen that this is nothing more than someone's feelings getting hurt. So for everyone who thought I was trying to turn this into drama or get more views and clickbait, I'm sorry. I didn't mean for any of that to happen. I never mean for that to happen. As much as I enjoy views, I never want to cause clickbait drama. So anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna put it into the video here. So be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. If you have any other questions, leave them down in the comments. I'm always open to discussions. I'm never gonna retaliate or anything. I mean, if you're a jerk to me, I'll be a little sassy with you in the comments. But if we have just a polite discussion, even if we disagree with each other, I'm open to that in the comments. So yeah, thanks for taking the time to listen to this video, and I will see you guys next time.